Hello, Pisces. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using White Newman Sacred Animal Tarot, created by Elba BG. I think it's what that is. Is it AG? BG? BG? If I can get it close enough, I'm sure you can read it. Elba BG is what I think it is. This is a Liminal 11 deck. I have another Liminal 11 deck too. So you can go to their website if you want to check it out. Support, and thank you to the person who gave that to me. Supportive Oracle cards. Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. Oracle cards by Colette Baron Reed. Some websites on the back here. I want to say Jenna. It says the cover, but I think she did more than that. But anyway, there's some websites there if you want to check out. I think there's a Colette Baron Reed website too, but I couldn't find it. I was pretty confident it was there. I don't know, there's these, if you want to see them. I thought there was a Colette Baron Reed, but I couldn't seem to find it, so I don't know if I lost it or what the deal is, but if you search out Colette Baron Reed, you should easily find stuff that she did. Okay, what do we have for Pisces? Double cards popping out. And then I say that, and then triple cards pop out. And then another card pops out. Alright, listen, y'all. That's hidden. Okay, so that's... There's something with bottom cards, something you're dealing with here. The bottom cards. Okay, well, can we do one at a time here? You're dealing with something. There's an underlying energy going on here. I want to say the majority of your reading is really nice and really good. Your card is actually showing up down here later. You are in the healing process from something. These bottom cards, and I'm saying this as a Pisces, there's like this undercurrent of something that maybe this is what you're healing from. A pain from the past, something that is just holding on, something that's trying to let go, something that's trying to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is not easy to move forward, but it seems like whatever you're healing from, I think you've done a lot of the work already. And ironically, I keep getting this idea that you're putting so much effort into healing this situation that you're overdoing it, and it's being counterproductive. I almost get this need to like be kinder to yourself and to like pull back a little bit, which is subjective. Like I feel like there's a need to kind of give yourself credit and realize how far you've come. That might be one of the big pieces of this healing process, that something from the past definitely hurt you, definitely. But it's almost like acknowledging it and recognizing it for yourself, how far you've come, how much you've done, and how much better things are now due to your efforts. That might be a big piece that needs to happen so you can go into this next phase. Because it does feel like, because I keep getting this feeling like you're healing, but you're feeling stuck. And that might be the piece that might unstick you. Giving yourself credit, celebrating yourself, realizing you've done some really good things. And just like, maybe just, it might be one of those things where it might take you a few days to really connect with that energy. But like in the morning maybe, or at night, whenever I feel like, I'm a morning person in the sense of like my energy's better in the morning. I get more positive energy, more good energy comes in. I'm open to more positive things in the morning. At night, it's kind of the reverse. Sometimes I go to bed early for that very reason, kind of like, oh, it's getting kind of a little heavy. Maybe I'll just call it a night. So that's what I do. But I am definitely getting like, you might want to take it in the morning. I would do it for me in the morning anyway. Just kind of like reminding yourself what you have done well and letting information kind of flow in, kind of like the accomplishments that you've made and the good things that you are doing, holding on to those accomplishments. I might recommend, I'm a person that sometimes I text things to myself because then it just doesn't go anywhere, it just goes to me. And I just kind of like write things down that I need to remember that way. Or like if you have a notebook you want to write down your accomplishments in, it might be very important for you, just so you can see that, so you can build your strength and remind yourself remind yourself how strong you are. Because there's good things coming, but we gotta like hold on to what was good, hold on to what we've done well, hold on to the positive energy. I feel like a lot of us, and I'm saying this as a Pisces, might be holding on to like the heavier energy, kind of like I'll never be good at this, or this is always my downfall, or I feel like we keep holding on to that. I'm getting like this heavy energy with that, and to like redirect and kind of like going, no, but this is what I've done well. I've found ways to get past this. I've done this well before. I've achieved this before. And kind of like just redirect like the history part. Hold on to the good things. Hold on to what you've done well. Hold on to your successes. Hold on to reminding yourself that you've had that. Like restabilizing this in your favor. It just seems like there's this energy that keeps going negative, but we could take that same mentality and just move it to the positive. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I hope I am. See if we have something else I need to say with that. It's hard for some reason, but it can be done. Justice is on your is in your favor, and the Five of Swords is kind of like it's almost like realizing it. You just got to redirect your thoughts from the past. I don't know if that makes sense. In the empowering way, it's kind of like if you dealt with a bully in the past, and you're just like you're looking at it like I'm always targeted by these people. That's like the negative. But like looking at the same situation, kind of like, yeah, but I found a way to finally get out of it, and this is how I moved past it. This is how I got out of that. This is how I grew beyond that. That type of way. Like, how did you get away from that? How did you solve that? Or maybe, because it feels like for most of us we've moved on from those things. Or like financial ruin, maybe you've pulled yourself out of that. Maybe you had things where you were, like when you were younger, maybe you found a way to protect yourself from people hurting you by shutting down. I feel like that's a Pisces thing. I feel like we can all do it. We just kind of shut off every now and then. But then when it's like realizing, okay, I've done that, but I've also opened up when I needed to, and I've also enjoyed the good things when it was proper. I don't know what I'm looking for there, but we're going to keep moving forward, and if I have to come back to it, I'll come back to it. Because I'm getting like, feeling stuck is kind of like moving past that energy and acknowledging the good and acknowledging your successes and celebrating you more. This may sound hokey, but I'm going to go there. I've done this, and if it's silly, then it's silly. But I sometimes, when I can, I would have time off during the week. I would go to a movie by myself just so I could enjoy that movie by myself, and I would get myself a treat. And it would just, I don't know, it just worked for me. I have, and I know this is going to sound silly to some people, but if it does, it does. I just need to celebrate myself, and maybe I get like a cupcake, a smaller cupcake, and I light a candle, and I make a wish, and it's not even my birthday, but I don't care. I'm just celebrating me, and it works for me. I know it's kind of hokey. I don't usually tell people that stuff, but I do that just by myself, just for me. Nobody else has to celebrate anything, but I'm celebrating me, and I just get a cupcake that I want. I put a candle on that I think is attractive, that I like, and I celebrate me, and it's, you know, if that's what you need to do and that works, I say do it. I'm just saying, because I'm getting celebrating you, and find like nobody else has to do it with you. You can just celebrate yourself. Do something that celebrates you. That could really bust you out of this energy, because there's energy here holding you down, and I feel like there's something from the past that I'm trying to get past. I'm trying to move forward from. One of the reasons I like this deck is it has a different way of looking at these energies, and which I really like that fresh feeling. You can move forward, you can step forward out of this, and that might be the first step in getting out of this energy, because it's like this feeling like I need to pick myself up, I need things to go better. And you got the Two of Wands with like this quick choice. Something little like that might move things forward very quickly. The Eight of Wands is usually a speed card. Travel, things moving forward. This is showing as things being tangled up. But I'm thinking like things can move forward quickly. This thing can be like, if these snakes were real, which but if they were, like I'm not a fan of snakes. They move pretty quickly if they want to. Snakes can move very quickly if they want to. And, well, as far as I know about them, because I'm not really warm and fuzzy with snakes, so I don't really, research them. So as far as I'm concerned, if they want to, they can move quickly. This situation can start going more in your favor quicker than you think. Is it going to solve all your problems in 2 seconds? I doubt it. That's not really how life works. But if you start going in a better direction and you start feeling better and feeling more empowered, that might be enough to bring up that energy so you feel stronger. The energy's trying to move up. It's trying to meet you halfway, but you do have free will. We all have free will. The energy is not going to force you to do anything you don't really want to do. Once you start moving forward, there is this advice to keep moving forward. I'm a pattern person, a list person. If you start moving out of this energy, things are starting to come your way. There's things already there that are waiting for you, is what I keep getting. But by getting something going, getting a pattern going, getting a positive pattern going, and then if you, like a pattern, you know what I mean? Like if there's something you do every day or something you can just build into, like you just like, for example, for me, like I get a pattern going. I know that I'm more productive in the mornings. Things I really want to get done, I need to do those in the morning. And then if things start to get heavy, like, I don't know, fall is just a rough time for me. So I tend to go to bed earlier than normal. You know what I mean? So I can, like, enjoy the daytime hours more. And then when it's the night, I just don't flourish at night. I just don't. So I let that go. And then, like, I try to, like, get myself more sleep. I get into more meditation routines. Sometimes I do that at night. And I fall asleep while I'm doing it. I do them laying down, and I do fall asleep, but I don't think that's a bad thing, personally. Depends what you want out of your meditation, obviously. If you get in these new patterns, you might get your energy might build, and you might get stronger than you expect. Whatever you consider eating more healthy, try that. Whatever you consider, add some more things. I do get that for some people, so take this with a grain of salt. Whatever you think is more healthy, which I would get, if you're going to go that more healthy eating route, I wouldn't overhaul your whole diet. I would recommend, for example, I feel like eating more vegetables is a good thing. Especially if you can do organic. Not everybody can. But, like, not deleting things, but adding more good things. Not deleting things, but adding more good things. You know what I mean? That might be a very positive step for you. If, like, I feel like there's a lot of us, because I'm a Pisces, who are going through, like, a rough moment here, that things can go better. It's just like we're feeling held down, and they're like, this can go better. This can pick up. Is life going to be perfect, skipping songs and all the other good stuff? It's not going to be that perfect. But it can be, like, I feel like if we're running at a 2 to 3 energy right now, we can pop up to a 5 or 6. If that's a scale to 1 to 10, you know what I mean? That's running at a 5 to 6 is better than living at a 2 to 3, if that's how you're feeling. Or, you know, wherever you're feeling. It could go up a couple notches. More enjoyable. Perfect? Probably not, but still better. More enjoyable, more empowering to you. This is also what I'm seeing here at the end, and this is really like a positive thing. You got 3 really good cards. If you can get that pattern down, and I'm noticing they're showing this, like, I saw the 7 of Pentacles coming in, I saw the 4 of Pentacles. They're saying if you can get a pattern down and you can stick with it, the trick to sticking with it is taking it seriously and realizing it's very important. Don't let other people push you off your pattern. As a Pisces, it might be one of those things where you have a pattern, you have things you need to do that are for you, that you keep private to yourself, that you just, sometimes I just don't let people know I have these goals and these patterns, because if they don't know I have them, they can't get in the way of them in that sense. So you just don't let people know you have these things. For some of you, I'm even going to push it there, you have people maybe you work with, you'd be surprised at how they try to get in your way. Especially if people just want to be mean and they feel like you're an easy target to be mean to. I would recommend, especially at work, maybe keeping your goals and your patterns private so you can achieve them without people knowing it, because I feel like that happens a lot at work where people just want to be mean. So if they can just screw up your pattern, it makes them feel better. So if they don't know about your pattern, they can't screw it up. Keep that in mind. For those, you know if that's going to hit you or not, if that's going to be for you. Because if you can really establish this pattern, you're going to get a lot stronger. I see the Queen of Pentacles coming in with the Moon card. The Pisces card is the Moon card. A lot of possibilities, a lot of things can go on here. Sometimes that's a mystery card. You get the Lover's card coming in here. That depends what you're looking for. If you're looking for a romance, you might be surprised what that brings into your life. If you're looking for something else, this, to me, the Lover's card is also a success card. You might be surprised the success you find by starting these patterns. You might find that you're opening doors or seeing things that you normally wouldn't. Just make sure that you, as a Pisces, I'm going to say this for myself as well as whoever's watching, if this is really hitting, if you start seeing possibilities come through, make sure it doesn't just live in the land of dreams. Start establishing it in the land of reality so you can actually build something and create something from it. because you have something that could come forward here. There, I keep getting reminded, you definitely have free will. Using the attitude of gratitude is very helpful, but make sure that if you start seeing something come forward, you don't just live in the land of dreams with it, you establish it in the land of reality. So for example, maybe there's certain things you want to do academically. Maybe you want to go back to college, or you want to learn some things, or there's some courses you could take, or something like that. Research it, sign up for things, try to make it happen. If you can't make it happen right now, you're like, well, I don't have the finances or time. Start researching, well, what type of finances would you need? What type of help might there be out there? What type of time would you need? What type of ways could you, over time, could you reallocate your time so you could make that happen? Attitude of gratitude is also good. I feel like a lot of us already know what this is. Like, be thankful for what you have, you'll get more of what you want. I feel like that's an easy one, but this is like, I feel like this reading is going to be for the people who are like, they're kind of struggling, but they're like, things are better, but you still feel like you're struggling. This is trying to like encourage you, kind of like you got more going on here. You have positive things coming forward. You're doing really great, and they're just kind of like, if you could acknowledge that internally, it's acknowledging it internally makes the difference to bring more of these great things forward for you. It's like you gotta realize that you are this strong person. You are this person who's done wonderful things and has come a very long way. But if you're having a hard time acknowledging that internally, it's hard to bring it forward. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that works out. Hopefully that's helpful. I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. Blah, blah, if I can speak. Shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. This is James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.